Hello. Today I'll be speaking about a fictitious company called High5, which has developed a solution for school-age kids to communicate without the need for their own or their parents' smartphones. It's a way for kids to make friends for life. A quick overview of High5. It was founded a year ago in 2024. A prototype was developed and tested, followed by production. They've raised $200,000 in seed money 3 months ago, back in July of 2025. Their revenue model consists of device sales, add-ons, and subscriptions. Based on actual cash flow from July through September, which covers the period after their seed round closed, they have a closing cash balance of $79,338. Their burn rate is $40,221, which gives them a 2-month runway. They're set to close another $200,000 round of financing next month in November. What we see here is a comparison of cash balance over time with and without that Series A closing. And in the bottom graph, we can see their cash balance dip into the negative territory by the end of November. So this round of financing is critical to operations. This injection of money will allow them to stay in business, and High5 will have $2.2 million cash by the end of July 2026. And assuming the Series A closes, we can see their net cash flow from operations beginning to increase in December and later in January. Prior to that, there was a monthly decrease, but with holiday device sales and subscriptions starting to grow in that period, we see this uptick. Modeling a more optimistic cash flow forecast shows advanced growth and market opportunity. With a few key strategies, cash increases to $5.6 million by the end of July 2026, which is more than double our base model. Some of the recommendations to reach this outcome is first, having that $200,000 Series A is essential. Although it would have been beneficial to have this close sooner, it is set to close next month, which is good. Second is user acquisition. Our optimistic model has increased sales and marketing expenditures for the months leading up to the holiday gift-giving season. For the months of November and December, the marketing budget is doubled, leading to more device sales and more subscribers. Our base model shows monthly device sales of 20,000 units for each of those months, while our optimistic model shows 30,000 units for those same months. Of those units, our base model has 15% that subscribe, while a more optimistic view has 30%. This increase in conversion rate can be achieved through marketing efforts. Those months are critical for taking advantage of the holiday rush. And finally, our optimistic model also has increased percentage of retention. Through engagement rewards, we see retention go from 90% to 98%. And as network effects start to materialize, we see this additional growth. Without this strategy, we see negative net cash flow each month after the initial holiday influx. This conservative scenario assumes unit costs initially come down, but then remain steady at $50, whereas our base and optimistic view have unit costs decrease to $30 by January. This scenario also assumes that Series A financing deal does not close. This model has a lower marketing budget, so sales and subscriptions around the holiday period are slower. This causes retention to be lower at 80%, and we don't see that same impact from network effects. With this scenario, survival is reliant on a decrease in R&D as well as product development to extend the runway. Shrinking these costs from $60,000 per month to $25,000 per month will allow the companies to stay in business with slower growth. Overall, High5 has the potential to grow rapidly with a few key strategies. The approach does rely on the upcoming Series A funding. However, without that financing, they can pull back and take a conservative approach with measured, slower growth. Thank you.